Hi, my name is Derek Ty, and today we're going to be talking about Mariemont, Ohio. This is a suburb just east of downtown Cincinnati. We're going to be covering the schools, the parks, the restaurants, the walkability. Is it dog friendly? And of course, stick around at the end. I'm going to tell you the 3 things I love about Mariemont and the 3 things I dislike about Mariemont. Let's go. Hi, and welcome back. My name is Derek Ty. I've been a realtor here since 2004. So let's start with why should I buy a home in the greater Cincinnati area? Starting with the business community. There are a ton of Fortune 100 companies here, small businesses, and even startups. There's great schools from preschools all the way to top universities. We have world-class sports like the Cincinnati Reds, Cincinnati Bengals, Hoo Day, and soccer. We've got amazing parks, both city, township, even state parks everywhere. We have lots of friendly people that smile, which I like. Farmers markets all over town, world-class fine arts and entertainment, restaurants, the Cincinnati Zoo, world-class hospitals, an international airport, and even great real estate home values. So where is Mariemont located? Well, Mariemont is a town, again, just east of downtown Cincinnati. It's a 100-year-old town, 1923 to 2023. And it's in Hamilton County. It's near Fairfax, Indian Hill, Terrace Park, Madisonville, and Newtown. So how far is Mariemont from downtown Cincinnati? Well, if you want to take a drive downtown, you're going to either take State Route 50 or you're going to go Plainville Road to Red Bank Road to I-71 South. Each way is about 20 minutes with traffic. So what hospitals are near Mariemont? Well, Anderson Mercy is about 15 minutes away. There's a children's hospital downtown about 20 minutes away, and the UC Medical Center is also about 20-minute drive. So how close are the airports? Well, CVG Airport is 35 minutes away, and the Dayton Airport is about an hour and 15-minute drive. So what makes Mariemont special? Well, this area is considered a historic downtown area. It has shops, a historic hotel, and it was a master planned out community themed as an English garden city with every housing option available, all connected by a town square. So is there good shopping available in Mariemont? Well, the downtown Mariemont area is pretty small, but it does have a lot of shopping options. It includes a toy store, men's fine clothing, home decor, women's clothing, a florist, a wine shop, and even more than that. If you want to drive a little further down the street, you're going to find a Kroger, Walgreens, a bank, and a few other stores in a strip center near Newtown. If you want to drive about 10 minutes outside of the Mariemont area, you're going to get to Lowe's, Home Depot, Target, Walmart, a lot of the major retailers. So what about restaurants in Mariemont? Well, there's actually a lot of restaurants right there in the village and down the street. Through the sidewalk system, you can even get to more. So the downtown area is mainly the small, individually owned restaurants, but when you go outside of the downtown village area, that's where you're gonna see more of the national chain restaurants. So what are my favorite restaurant options in the Mariemont area? Well, specifically, I love the Sweetery. That's where you get your custom-made cupcakes, cookies, and candies. If you wanna go a little sweeter than that even, go down to Grater's Ice Cream. It's a Cincinnati favorite. It's got that world-famous raspberry chip. There's cookies, and then my personal favorite is a vanilla malt. Another favorite of ours is the Dilly Bistro Bar and Bottle Shop. You can pick up your favorite wine by the bottle, then you can have it with an amazing dinner. That's also a really nice romantic spot. Another great option is National Exemplar. It offers American-style cuisine with a spacious dining room, relaxing outdoor patio. It's also open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I can tell you our families enjoyed all 3 there. The Starbucks in town is pretty much the best coffee option if you want to sit and maybe do some people watching right there in the town square. I would recommend Starbucks. And I'm going to give you a bonus restaurant recommendation. This is 50 West Brewing Company. It's right down the street. It's on the river, so you got the National Scenic River there, but you also have sand volleyball, which is my personal favorite sport, and you've got outdoor eating, indoor eating, and then they've got great drinks available. And the bonus there too is you can actually get get onto the bike trail system through a connector paved path right there from 50 West. So how many parks are there in the village of Mariemont? Well, there's actually 15 parks in the area, and that totals about 50 acres of space. And for this size of a village, that's a lot of park space. So the spaces are there for the enjoyment of all residents to enjoy, but a lot of people from outside the area also use the parks as well. There's summer concerts, there's woods, there's nature study areas. You'll see the Tot Lot, which is on the corner of Pleasant Street and Wooster Pike. That provides you a safe and fun place for young kids to play. You also have sports and recreation facilities at Dogwood and Ann Button Becker parks. Now you can also reserve picnic shelters there for about 2 hours, and they recommend gatherings of 30 people or less. One popular option for local residents is to drive about 4.5 miles to Olt Park. That is one of the greatest parks in the entire greater Cincinnati area, and you might just want to check that out on your own while you're visiting here in the Mariemont area. Is Mariemont dog friendly? Well, I would say yes. You're going to see people walking their dogs around the village square. You're going to see people going to the parks with their dogs and just walking around inside the different neighborhoods. And you might see someone sitting outside with their dog at one of the restaurants that offers outdoor seating. So what about walkability? Well, I would say this is one of the best, most walkable towns in the entire greater Cincinnati area. The entire village was really designed with the idea that you could walk and bike everywhere. So the entire town village is kind of the main center of town basically, and all the neighborhoods and all the homes all surround it. So any home that you have in the Mariemont area, you can get on a sidewalk and get to the downtown village area, or you can even go outside the village a little bit on the sidewalk system and get to one of the neighboring towns and enjoy what they have to offer as well. Another great walking option for people is to get onto the Ohio Erie Trail. So this again is the state long paved bike trail system. People use it from all over the area. My wife and I use it all the time. We ride our horses, we take our kids there, we use bikes, we walk, but that state long bike trail system is amazing. It starts down basically downtown Cincinnati, and you can get to paved biking trails and access all the way up to Lake Erie. It passes through Milford, it passes through Loveland, it passes through all kinds of towns all the way up. This is actually an access point to that. So if you live in Mariemont, you're thinking about, is this walkable? This is definitely a cool place to access that bike trail system as well. So what school options are there in Mariemont? Well, Mariemont is actually its own public school system. So you have the Mariemont Public School System. It includes Mariemont Elementary School, Mariemont Middle, then Mariemont High School. If you're looking for ratings and rankings for that school district specifically, we recommend going to the Ohio Report Card website. If you need a link to that website, just send us a message and we'll get that to you. If you're looking for private school options in the area, well, there's about 10 options just within about 5-mile radius there. You've got Milford Christian Academy, Seven Hills, Miami Valley Christian Academy, Cincinnati Country Day, Moeller, Cincinnati Hills Christian, Summit Country Day, St. Veronica, and more. So what types of homes are there available to live in the Mariemont area? Well, Mariemont's actually got pretty traditional construction. So the neighborhood itself, the village, started in 1923. So you're going to see all the home styles that have happened since the last 100 years. But what's really unique about the area is they have everything from hotels to stay in overnight to small rental apartments. Then you get into condos and townhomes, small single-family homes, and then larger detached single-family homes. And now they actually have new construction, like penthouse suite condos as well, over $1 million. So really, there's a little bit of everything available in Mariemont for living in. So let's talk about home prices. So condos in the last year have sold for an average of $691,000 with an average of $335 per square foot. Now this has been driven recently by some luxury construction that's happened there, and some of those recent condo sales have topped $1 million. Now 3-bedroom homes that are detached have averaged $438,000 over the last 6 months, and that's $254 per square foot. 4-bedroom homes in the area, including the luxury properties, have averaged $713,000, and that's average of $281 a square foot. If you're looking for today's values or prices, just reach out to us directly and we'll be happy to provide that for you. So now it's time for what 3 things do I dislike about the Mariemont area? Well, first of all, the limited housing availability. So it is a pretty small little town, village, and really there's nowhere for them to expand because you're going into other towns. So if you want to live in Mariemont specifically, sometimes you just gotta, go into multiple offers and duke it out with your neighbor to try to get that house. So that's probably my number one dislike, is there's just a very small number of homes that come on the market there. The second thing I dislike about Mariemont is the housing prices. So because there's limited inventory available, obviously, then the prices are pretty high. Compared to the greater Cincinnati average, they can get almost double the price per square foot. So the Mariemont area is really sought after, and the prices are unfortunately pretty high there. The third thing I dislike about the Mariemont area is the homes themselves. A lot of them are only one-car garage homes and have very small lots and yards. So if you're looking for a 2 to 3 car garage and you want a big yard, you're probably not going to find it here. There are exceptions, of course, but most of the homes in the Mariemont Village area are going to have smaller yards and smaller garage spaces. So what are 3 things I love about Mariemont? Well, first of all, the design of the neighborhood itself. I mean, it's extremely well laid out. You've got little shops, stores, restaurants, hotel, everything right in the middle of the village, with all the homes kind of going around in concentric circles almost. It's not really circles, but that's the idea. And so you have a town square basically. So you get a lot of socialization with people and neighbors, and you're always seeing people that you know. So I'd say number 1 is just the layout of the town. Number 2 thing I love about Mariemont is when you buy there, you get access to the bike trail system, which I'm so excited about. So there's lots of videos I've done about the bike trail system, so I won't go over that again. But the fact is, you live there, and within a 1.5 mile drive or a hike or a bike ride, you're on the paved bike trail system that runs through greater Cincinnati area. So in my opinion, that's a huge win for this area. Third thing I love about Mariemont is the accessibility to different types of homes. So whether you're staying for one night in a hotel in that historic Mariemont Inn right downtown, which everybody loves, or you want to step up to a small apartment, going up to a condo, or you want to buy your first home, and then all the way up to luxury properties, there's everything available in this little town of about 3,000 people. So I think that's pretty awesome. So you can kind of upgrade through time, and then maybe at some point you go backwards and you want to downsize and then find a smaller home. The best thing about this though is if you're someone that has a family and maybe your kids want to stay in the area, they might be able to start the whole cycle over again just a couple blocks over. So you might be in your larger luxury condo that you upgraded to, and they might start with the apartment, and then they go into that first condo, and then maybe then their first single family 3-bedroom home. It's all right there in the village. So that's one thing I love about Mariemont. Well, thank you for taking your time today to watch this review on Mariemont, Ohio. I hope you learned something. If you did or you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe to the video, bing, 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 down below. Also, if I miss something, which I always do because there's so much to talk about in such a short amount of time, add it in the comments here on YouTube below. Let me know what things you like about Mariemont that maybe I missed, or maybe something I did mention, you want to echo that. If there's something you don't like about the area, you can leave that too. But basically, we're just trying to educate people and help people find great housing options all over greater Cincinnati area. So if you have any questions, just reach out to me and my team, and we'll get right back to you. We hope to hear from you soon. Thanks.